Welcome to the Croydon Aviation Heritage Centre, located at Mandeville in the South Island of New Zealand. The centre is dedicated to celebrating and preserving the history of New Zealand's light civilian aviation heritage. And in particular, it holds a significant collection of aircraft from the de Havilland factory. This de Havilland collection is considered to be of national significance. There are other aircraft in the collection, such as this Oster. Various Oster models were made between 1938 and 1961, and in fact over 1,600 were made during World War II to be used as observation planes. Taking their aircraft development beyond the Tiger Moth, de Havilland introduced the Fox Moth. And while the pilot still sits in an open cockpit on the top of the fuselage, there is an enclosed cabin with seating for 4 passengers. In addition, the wings can be folded back so that the plane can be stored in a small garage. This de Havilland Domini Rapid is undergoing restoration, but it's on display in the museum so that the form of construction can be seen. And here's what it will look like when it's fully restored. Constructed in 1943, this plane was owned by the Royal New Zealand Air Force until 1946. From that point onwards it had several owners, but was used in commercial services on the small regional routes, especially on the sparsely populated west coast of the South Island. The plane had seating for 8 passengers. And here is the de Havilland Dragonfly, built in 1936, and it's one of only 57 that were constructed. Today there are only 2 airworthy models in existence. It was built as a 4-seater luxury touring aircraft, but as World War II approached, construction ended in 1938. The Dragonfly incorporated many of the advanced aerodynamic techniques which had been developed by de Havilland in the construction of the Canberra for the 1934 England to Australia air race. In complete contrast is this 1970s Italian Airmaci jet trainer. This is the only Italian brand aircraft ever used by the Royal New Zealand Air Force. It bought 18 of them. Around the year 2000, the Royal New Zealand Air Force disbanded its combat fighter force and the Airmacis were put into storage. It took about 10 years before most of the fleet of 18 were sold, and then the remaining aircraft were distributed around aviation museums throughout the country. Amongst the other exhibits on display is this Austrian-designed gull-winged glider. Only 30 were ever constructed, and very few of these have survived to today. And this is the single-seater Snark, a home-built composite microlight. It had a small pusher engine located behind the pilot. Since it was registered in 1987, the owner has only made 2 flights in it. And this is the Bantam, a New Zealand designed microlight which is now manufactured right here at Mandeville. Over 300 Bantams have been manufactured, with many being exported overseas. This Berlioz-styled monoplane is a reconstruction of what may be New Zealand's first indigenous built and flown aircraft. Herbert Pither arrived with his parents as British immigrants in 1875. And being a bit of an inventor, he designed and built a monoplane like this. Pither claimed to have flown it along Ariti Beach near Invercargill in July 1910, reaching a height of about 30 feet, but there were no witnesses, only newspaper reports. No other flights were demonstrated by Pither, but in 2006 the replica did fly. There's a chance to see what some of these exhibits look like in the air by watching video screenings on this small screen. Just a short distance from the Heritage Centre is the Croydon Aircraft Company. This company is internationally recognised for its work restoring vintage aircraft. They specialise in restoring the wood and fabric aircraft that were constructed between the 1920s and the 1940s. Of particular interest is the construction of a replica of the de Havilland Comet. Comet was a prestige project developed especially to compete in the 1934 England to Australia air race. The plane was to demonstrate the superiority of British aircraft manufacture. And although test flights didn't begin until just 6 weeks before the start of the race, one of the 3 competing Canberras won the race in just 70 hours and 54 minutes. A second Canberra came fourth at 108 hours 13 minutes. The third Canberra had to withdraw for technical reasons. Although there were a number of other race successes for the Canberra, it never went into full production. However, aspects of the Comet's design and the up-to-date technologies used were incorporated into following aircraft designs. Only 5 Canberras were built, and none remain in existence, but several airworthy replicas have been built. Inspecting the various replica constructions and restoration work in progress certainly provides an informative and interesting visit for anyone who is able to come onto the factory floor at Croydon Aircraft. Besides the Croydon Aircraft Company and the Aviation Heritage Centre, Mandeville is also the base for the Waimea Plains Vintage Railway, and there is also a cafe and a small shopping centre. The airfield hosts annual vintage aircraft fly-ins, and the railway is often running its vintage Rogers locomotive.